Oh, hi. Well, it's been a while since I've really done anything. I hurt my hip, hurt my shoulder. Cold and snowing outside. March 1st. I think you can see me well. I don't know. Oops. There. Hi. I found a washer bottle. Washer fluid bottle. Right here. And what I'm going to do is convert the vacuum pump to an electric pump. This is the exploded view of how this all goes together. Kind of like that. Right now it only activates the vacuum. So when this gets pushed in, there's a little plunger in here, in this part, that moves back and forth, and it allows the air to be trapped, and then when this moves, then it allows air to continue. So I need to come up with a way to convert this, so you out there can do what I'm trying to do. That's the pin that goes through here. This turns and operates the cable. So this pin then gets pushed in. There, see that pin come up? Now it's my goal to create something where I can put this little switch right there. So when this pin comes up, it will push on that, like that, just like that. See how much thread I have below this piece? There's enough thread I can get that nut on. And then beyond that nut can be washers, just to fill in that hole in there. And really that's all I need. I need this to have a hole in it so that the switch can go through it. Then I can put the nut on to secure it. Actually, I could have a nut on both sides because there's enough thread on top and enough thread on the bottom. Perfect. Yep. And then below the nut, washers. There we go. Boom. Easy smeezy peasy. Woohoo! Now, I need to make a trip to the hardware store. Yay! I like going to the hardware store. Oh, before I do that, I have a pet peeve. This part here goes in the trash. There we go. There. If you want to, let's just do that. Whoa! Let's move this, and move this, and move this. There. Well, this little pile right here is what I come up with, right there, of stuff from the hardware store. And got some nylon washers that fit, almost fit in there. And the little switch almost fits in that hole. So yeah, almost. So all I gotta do is do some minor adjustments. I also got some thinner black ones. The black ones are the same, just thinner. And I also got some small stainless steel washers, a couple screws that go into here, and a big one of these so I can remake this little piece here. All right, so this is what I'm doing. Okay, there we go. So that fit in there really well. Nice and snug. We're gonna need another one on top of that. And this one is the one we're gonna have to have the hole bored out a bit. I'm going to use this gasket. See, yeah, right there. I'll center that and then mark my holes to drill my holes. That's what's next. Okay, from all of this, here's how I'm putting this together to convert this over to a electric switch. Inside of here is this spring. I took out this little spring because it was just too tight to move this around. I got two of the thinner ones in there, so you can see how flush that is. Then I got one of these fatter ones to go on top of here. You can see this fat one doesn't get caught in between the red and the nut here. There's just enough threads. Snug it up tight. Then I made myself two washers out of cardboard that gives me just enough for a spacer. Okay, that feels good. Now the test is beep. Hear it? There. It works. So basically, I just shimmed it, got it to fit there so that wasn't any little play in the knob here, and just made it work. One more time. Nice. It works. And it turns real free. So that's the key. You gotta have your knob turn, and you gotta get the play just right so it's pushing this here push button all the way up. That part's done. Now I gotta work on that. So with the lid, I want to put a hole, a bigger hole right here, so that this pump can sink down in it. So I took a tracing of that pump. I think I got it where it's gonna cover those holes, but I'm gonna make sure there. Now I got a circle with a dot in the center of it. I'm gonna put a piece of tape. I'm gonna poke a hole there, and I gotta get a needle so I can match those two pricks so I can get this circle exactly where I want it. I got it connected to my circle. Push that down like so. And then take a pen, mark this. There we go, right there. Now, let's see how I did. All right. I got my big hole right where I need it. We're gonna have to cut it with some shears. I gotta find something I can use to grind that out a little better. Okay, now, so that fits on there pretty nicely. And I'm thinking this is going to be positioned right about there. So I got this mounted. Basically, what I did was I got some rubber washers like this, and I doubled them up and got some longer stainless steel bolts and bolted them in. And that one right there, this one, that one right there. I can't put a nut on that one because the lip of the bottle here, right there, the lip of the bottle interferes with that, so I can't tighten it, which that's okay. I'll probably put a little sealer on that and some sealer over these and some sealer around the whole thing to seal all that up. But it shuts. Shuts just fine, just like that. Just like that. Now, the next thing I want to do is I want to use this bent tube. So I took one of these coping saws here and did a little sawn action. And that loosened this here up so I could pull that one out. There we go. There we are. Perfect. So that's junk. Whoops. Missed. So now I need to find a grommet for this before I start drilling any holes. So I guess I need to make another trip to the hardware store. Time to go to the hardware store. Woohoo! I like the hardware store. So back from the hardware store. I have a grommet that fits over this. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait to drill my hole after I get the tube that will go from here to here. I'm still trying to find the right tubing. Nobody has it, and you would think a hardware store would have some tubing, but no, they don't. So I've got some more coming, but I'm going to get this video out. So I'm going to leave it at this is as far as I got with this project. I'm just waiting to drill a hole, get a tube, sink this down in the hole, connect this with that, get a tube underneath here, connect it with that, and put it back on the jar. And then this will be done. I don't know what my next project is going to be. I don't know. There's some plastic film in here to give the simulation that it has washer fluid in it, because I'm not going to fill this up with washer fluid. No, I'm not. So on to the next project. Okay? I don't know what's next. There are so many things to do yet, and pretty soon it's going to be nice outside and nice weather, so I can be back in the shop. My shoulder still hurts, so I can't really do anything that requires my arm to be moving like this, and I shouldn't be doing that. Don't do that. If you have any suggestions on what I can do next, just send me a comment, and maybe it's part of my list of to-dos. Okay? So, thank you for watching. If you made it this far, thanks a lot. See ya. Till the next one. See you till the next one. So, thank you for watching TTFN.